Well, hopefully you didn't have too many problems with 1 through 4. And now right at number 5, it starts talking about trapezoids. And this one right here looks like an isosceles trapezoid, where this uh, side is equal to this side. These are the legs of the trapezoid. These two are the bases of the trapezoid. Okay, so the bases are the ones that are parallel to each other. All right, the legs are the ones that are not parallel. And this one being an isosceles, they look equal to me. That's just the tool that I have if I choose it right down here. This program is a little uh, weak when it comes to software. I don't have a whole lot of options, and you're going to see that here in just a second. So what I did is I made a copy of this guy, and I'm going to try to prove to you that the formula is 1/2 the bases added together times the height. Okay, so check this out. I'm just going to hit my redo button because I've already done this to try to save some time. So I made a copy of the trapezoid. Then I rotated the trapezoid around. Then I moved it over so that it's joined up with the original trapezoid. Now, this shape right here is a parallelogram, and I tried to use the parallelogram tool to match it up perfectly, but it doesn't allow me to adjust it a whole lot. So I should be able to hit redo one more time. I guess I can. So I'm going to go into my parallelogram tool, and I'm going to show you, like, if I could adjust this perfectly, that shape underneath this parallelogram that I'm making right now, that shape, I could make a parallelogram that would fit perfectly on that shape with two trapezoids, okay? But unfortunately, this program is, like I said, a little lousy. So what's going on here? Well, I've got twice the amount of area that I really wanted. I really just wanted the area right over here, right? That's the area I want. But now I've got another area over here. So when I'm done calculating this total area, I'm going to cut it in half because I only want one of these shapes, which is called a trapezoid, right? So what did I just say this shape is? It's a parallelogram. So going back to the parallelogram rule right here, it's base times height. All I need to know is where is the base? The base is this shape right down here for that parallelogram. And this right over here is the height. Well, okay, so let's back up for a second. Sometimes vocabulary gets used in two different places, kind of to mean different things. And this is weird, but the base of this parallelogram was like right up there, right? Maybe I didn't make that clear that when I cut this triangle off and I moved it over there, this length right here, like from here to here, we called that the base of our rectangle. But that base is the same length as, let me change colors here, as the original parallelogram from here to here, because we took this part from that triangle and we moved it right over there, right? So when I say the base of the parallelogram, I was saying like this side right up here is the base. And then the height, you notice the height is the perpendicular distance right in here, like where I drew that height right over there, right? That was the height. Now, in our trapezoid, this is the height right here, but the bases, the ones that are parallel to each other, they're different lengths. So we can't just use one B, we have to use two different B's, and we label them like this. This is going to be called base 1, and this base down here is base 2, okay? So from here to here is going to be base 2, and the one up at the top is base 1. But you notice, remember how I copied this guy and I rotated, I flipped it upside down, and so this over here is base 1. It's just that it got rotated upside down, right? So how long is this whole side right down here? Well, it's base 2 plus base 1. Okay, now what is the formula for a parallelogram? This whole thing's a parallelogram, right? Well, the formula comes out looking like this. We take the base of the parallelogram times the height, but the base of the parallelogram in this case is base 2 plus base 1. Now, usually we write base 1 plus base 2, but I'm just going to stick with base 2 plus base 1, okay? Then I'm going to multiply it by the height, okay? So I'm going to multiply that by the height, but that is the whole parallelogram. I don't want the whole parallelogram, so I'm going to take half of it because I just want one of those areas. So I put half for my formula. So that's the area of a trapezoid. Now, I think we should organize this a little bit because these are our notes, right? And I'm showing you how these formulas work. So let's just make sure we've got the formula down. It's 1/2, and I'm gonna order these guys. I'm going to put base 1 because this is usually the way you see it, plus base 2. You add the bases together, and then you multiply it by the height. I hope that 2 is clear enough. That's a 2 right there. All right. Up here, the formula was base times height. Up here, we had a formula of base times height, but we had also for the triangle, let's put down area for the triangle was 1/2 base times height. All right. Whoo. Okay. So the next, let's see, 5, 6, 7, those are trapezoids. And I want you to try the next 3 homework problems. Hey, good luck.